Hi guys, I want to get a chance here to expand on something I replied to with some fundamentals and some ideas here, and this was shown to me years ago, probably back in 1993, by one of my drum corps brass instructors. And just to give you a little bit of a background, I was one of the older kids in the drum corps, and I had just turned 18. And there were 32 horn players in it, so yeah, we're pretty young. So he had to think outside the box to help us, and he came up with a neat little system to help us with dynamics, blend, tone quality, and even range. And it's really, really simple, and I'd like to show it to you here. All right, so first, the concept of volume. He would say that piano is the orchestra or band playing double forte 250 yards away. That way it had the intensity that it was forte, but it was still quiet. Because I think we, in our mind, we see quiet or piano, we think we little, and it's not necessary. And what he had us do was to make our bells of our horns vibrate, but he said imagine that it just vibrates to a little ring right here for piano. Just outside the bell, right here. Just outside the beat of the bell. That's piano. That's all the further it vibrates. Has the same intensity, that's all the further it vibrates. Forte is out to here, like a decent sized hula hoop, maybe a 38-inch hula hoop or something like that. And of course the whole gambit is in between. And what we found when we did it is when you thought with the imagery, your brain kicked in exactly what it wanted to see, so then your body would respond to it. Now that's assuming that all your fundamentals, are still fairly sound. So it's really neat that all you do is think small vibration for piano, large for forte. All right? And it doesn't require a lot of effort because you're letting the body take over, because the brain is just telling you what to do based on the image. You don't have no paralysis as analysis, as some people would say. Now, very similarly with the range. Low notes vibrate very slowly, slow vibrations on the bell. So if you would just kind of tap very slow on the bell. Higher notes, very fast vibrations. Okay? So he would say, as the higher you go, he wants that bell to vibrate faster, lower, slower. Okay? Now if you see my body, I changed the compression, but I'm not really thinking about changing the compression. I'm thinking about making this thing vibrate faster. And then my body kicks in. I know I cuffed a note, sorry. I've been playing a lot of clarinet today. Okay, now the other thing was the timbre. And he would go around with a little pen, like a little Bic pen. And we'd be playing long tones in the ensemble. And what he would do is go to each of us during the long tone, and he would tell us on the side of our ear, and he would tap the horn. He would say, make that vibrate right there. Okay? So in doing so, you're trying to get this sensation of making this thing right here vibrate. And it would change your tone quality and your sound. If he didn't like where it was at, he would go maybe to the other side of the horn and tap over here. Say, make that vibrate. And he would do it until you had the sound quality or timbre that matched the ensemble. And he would just keep doing it. It was really neat to hear 32 different instrumentalists, and they would tap and tap and tap. As it came down, and I was usually on the end, like, oh boy, all of a sudden, boy, that just got a nice warm feeling. You actually heard overtones. And it's quite simple. And I'm going to see if I can show you a difference in sound here. Hope this comes out. All right, so I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to make this right here vibrate. Alright, now I'm going to go back here to this part of the receiver. Make this vibrate. That's actually the same volume, but it sounds a little brighter, at least to me. Let me just see if I can do this again. I wish my mic was better, I'm sorry. Alright, this one right here. And I know I'm probably changing the air and everything like that because my brain knows it's further away. Okay? And I use this with a lot of success when I used to play Latin tunes and start church in college, or my band director would say, "You're not bright enough. You're too dark." And I remember this, and I actually take a pencil and do this. The guys next to me are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just be quiet. Let me try this." And I could get that nice bright sound with it. And then consequently, when I'm playing in a brass quintet, I needed to darken it a little bit. I would have my little cheat and do this until I get that sound. Now, don't be afraid. Sometimes some guys, when in drum corps, he'd tap it right here. That was their sound. Sometimes it was up here. It's wherever to do it. You're trying to give your mind something to do, so you're not paralyzed with the analysis of the mechanics. So if your mechanics are fairly sound and you're still trying to work on sound quality, volume, timbre, register, try these ideas. When I first saw it, I didn't believe it until I experienced it. So I hope there's something there that work for you guys. Give it a try. All right, blessings. Thanks.